Hello everyone. So in this video we will learn how to sell your ebooks via Google Forms and send and receive confirmation message on WhatsApp. So let us begin with a small example. So basically the plan is when the customer submits his order form, so basically this is the order form, the order message will be sent to my sales team on WhatsApp. Also, the customer will be getting a confirmation message on his WhatsApp number. Let me show you. So this is a form that I have built called as digital membership form, and the customer is going to fill in the form. So basically he's an existing customer, and these are the details of the person. So his name is Lijam O'Reilly, and this is his phone number or WhatsApp number. This is his email, and he's going to select an ebook, let's say Lot Symbol, Famous 5, and Bruce Almighty. So these are the books we have in our digital library, and Lijam has basically selected these books. Okay, and let me just click this form as Lijam. Okay, so a form submission has been made by a person called as Lijam. Okay, so the form submission has been made by a person called as Lijam. Now what I'm going to do here is basically I'm running a sales team on WhatsApp. So they must be getting an idea that a purchase has been made by a guy called as Lijam. So basically they will be getting a message about this order or this purchase on this WhatsApp group. Let me just straight away take you to the WhatsApp group. So this is the WhatsApp group, okay, sales team, and we do have around 6 or 7 members, and this is the message that I have given them, and this message is automatically delivered. Okay, so new purchase of ebooks, the customer name is Lijam O'Reilly, this is the customer's email, this is the customer's phone number, the status, if you remember, he was an existing customer, and this was the purchase. He made a purchase of Lost Symbol, Famous 5, and Bruce Almighty. So basically this is the whole process, but this is actually not over. Now the customer, Lijam O'Reilly, will also be getting a confirmation message from me. Let me show you that message. Okay, so basically this is the message that Lijam O'Reilly has received from me. Okay, so if you get the gist, not only we are sending the confirmation message to the customer, but also at the same time we are just sending the message to the sales team. So your obvious question is, how did I do it? How did I manage to send the data from Google Forms to WhatsApp? So here I have used an integration and automation software called as Pabbly Connect that integrates Google Sheets and WhatsApp. Now the best part of using Pabbly Connect is there is actually no need for coding skills or programming knowledge. Let me show you the process. So basically in the new tab, all you have to do is just type pabbly.com, 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 press enter. Okay, so this is the website of Pabbly.com. Now before we begin the process, there are 3 things I have to tell you. First, we are using Chat API to send the WhatsApp messages. Second, Pabbly Connect doesn't own Chat API. Chat API is a third-party software we use to send WhatsApp messages. Third, and perhaps the most important thing, Chat API is a paid software, although you can use Chat API for free trial for some days. Okay, so this is the website of Pabbly.com, hover on products, and here you will find Connect. Just click on Connect. Okay, so this is the landing page of Pabbly Connect. Just click on sign in. Okay, so this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. As you can see, I already have made an account in Pabbly Connect. You can also create your own free account in just 2 minutes. Let me just scroll down and here you will find Connect. Just click on Access Now. Okay, so basically now we are going to create a new workflow to integrate Google Forms and WhatsApp. So let me just click on this button, Create Workflow. Okay, so we have to give a name to this workflow. How about Google Forms? Google Forms to WhatsApp. WhatsApp. At the same time, let me just enter the bracket, send / receive. Okay, so not only we will be sending the message to the WhatsApp customer, but also at the same time we will be receiving the order message on our WhatsApp group. So let me just click on create. Okay, so when you click on create, you will find 2 windows, the trigger window as well as the action window. Now basically the trigger software is usually Google Forms. Okay, so now there is something you should know. So basically I'm going to create a workflow to integrate Google Forms and WhatsApp. Now I will add the link of this workflow in the description box. So basically you can clone it and directly access it into your account. Okay, so in the choose app, let me just add Google Forms. Google Forms it is. Okay, so now in the trigger event, how about we make it as new response in spreadsheet? Okay, so new response in spreadsheet is a trigger event. So your obvious question is, what is a trigger event? Trigger is basically a if statement. It asks a question, if this condition is met, what should be done? For example, if a new response is created in Google Forms, then what action should be taken by the system? Now at present we only have one trigger event, that is new response in spreadsheet. Now you have two questions here. Why the hell are we working in incognito mode? And second question is new response in spreadsheet. Why is that? It should be something like new response in Google Forms. So basically the reason we are working in incognito is the integration of Google Forms and WhatsApp will involve the creation of Google Sheet. Now, if you're working with Google Sheet and have multiple Gmail accounts, it is always advisable that you work in incognito mode. Otherwise, there will be problem of authentication. Now, the second thing is new response in spreadsheet. It should be something like new response in Google Forms or new lead generated in Google Forms, something like that. Now, why we have new response in spreadsheet? To explain you that, let me straight away take you to Google Forms. So this is a new Google Form, Stella Bookstore, and this is again digital book library. Now, basically, we have some questions, the same questions along with the same books. Okay, so basically, it's just the clone. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to click on the last field. So this is the last field, that is select your books, and I'm going to make this field mandatory. Okay, and let me just straight away take you to responses. So basically, the idea is that when a customer makes or submits this form, the responses will be automatically be collected in Google Sheets. And from Google Sheets, we will be collecting this data into Pabbly Connect. Let me show you how it's done. So first of all, just click on this icon, create spreadsheet. Okay, so we have to click on this. By default, it is already here. Create a new spreadsheet. Okay, and let me just click on create. So a new Google Sheet will be created, which is a part of this Google form. Now we do have these questions, existing customer, name, number, email, and books. So we do have the same field. Are you an existing customer? Name, number, email, and select your books. Along with that, there is one extra column, that is timestamp. So basically timestamp is the time at which the response was generated. Now what we're going to do here is once the data is collected from this Google Forms, it will come straight into this Google Sheet, and from this Google Sheet, it will go into Pabbly Connect. Let me show you how it's done. So first of all, just click on add-ons. Now in add-ons, you will find an add-on called as Pabbly Connect Webhooks. Now, since you're beginning fresh, Pabbly Connect webhooks might not have been installed yet. So first of all, just click on Get Add-ons. Okay, so when you click on Get Add-ons, Google Workspace Marketplace opens up in front of you. So basically in the search, all you have to do is just type Pabbly Connect webhooks. Pabbly Connect webhooks, this one. Okay, so as you can see, by default, it is showing Pabbly Connect webhook is already installed. All you have to do is just click on this button and Pabbly Connect webhooks will be installed in your Google Sheet also. Now there is something I have to tell you. After installing Pabbly Connect webhooks, do not forget to refresh your Google Sheet. I repeat this again. After installing Pabbly Connect webhooks, do not forget to refresh your Google Sheet. Okay, I am assuming that you have installed Pabbly Connect webhooks and also you have refreshed your Google Sheet. Now there is some important thing I have to mention. So as you can see, column F is our last data entry column. I repeat this again. Column F is our last data entry column. Now going back to add-ons, Pabbly Connect webhooks, just click on initial setup. Okay, so this is the window of initial setup. Here we have to fill the two fields, the webhook URL as well as the trigger column. So let's start with the trigger column. Now the trigger column is always the last data entry column. In our case, the last data entry column is column F. So I have mentioned the trigger column as F. Now with regards to the webhook URL, this is how you get the webhook URL. You go to Pabbly Connect and you simply copy this. This is the webhook URL you want. You copy this and you just paste it here. Okay, so we are ready. All you have to do is just click on submit. Now there is one minor thing you have to do. Go back to add-ons, Pabbly Connect webhooks, just click on send on event. So this will ensure that anytime column F is filled, it will keep sending on the data. Excellent. So basically at this point, we have integrated this Google Sheet to Pabbly Connect. Okay, so this means yes, it is showing it is waiting for the data. So how about we conduct some experiment? So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to click on preview. Okay, and we are going to fill in the details. Okay, so let me just add some details. Are you an existing customer? Let's say new customer. And these are the details. Okay, so this time the name of the customer is Reena Manuel. And let me just add the phone number of Reena Manuel. Okay, so this is, let's say, the phone number of Reena Manuel. Okay, and I'm just going to paste it here. So this is the email and she is just selecting one book, that is Nancy Drew. And let me just click on submit. Okay, so a submission has been made by a person called as Reena Manuel. She has entered her email, her phone number and all those details. And most important, she has also entered her choice of the purchase. She has selected Nancy Drew. So let's have a look into the response that is collected by Google Sheets. Okay, so this is the response. So basically she is a new customer. This is the name, this is the number where we'll be sending the WhatsApp message, and this is of course the email, and this is basically the books, Nancy Drew ebooks. Okay, now as you can see, the last data entry column, or basically our trigger column, has been filled. So basically this means that Pabbly Connect has to capture the data. So let's have a look. Yes, we do have the data in Pabbly Connect. So we have the same details, new customer, the name, then we have of course the email, the phone number, the email, and then we have the book, that is Nancy Drew ebooks. Now here we have two stages of integration. In the first stage we will be sending the data to the customer, and in the second stage we will be sending the data to my particular group. So what we are going to do here is, let me just show you the way how we are going to send the data to particular customer. So first of all, we are just going to send a confirmation message to this person. So this is how you do it. You choose the app in the action window as Chat API. Now remember this, Chat API is a software we are using to send the WhatsApp message. Now since you are beginning fresh, I must tell you that Chat API is definitely not free. It's a paid software. Okay, so in the action event, let me just click on send message, and let me just click on connect. Now in the new connection name, we have to fill the API URL as well as the token. Okay, so I'm assuming that you have filled your Chat API account. Okay, so I'm just going to copy this. This is your API URL, and I'm going to paste it here. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to fill in the token. So this is the token. I'm just going to copy this and I'm going to paste it here. Okay, so let me just click on save. Okay, so a submission, we have really cleared into Chat API. So basically we have three fields to fill: contact/group, the phone number, and the message. Now with regards to the contact/group, this is something that we will do in the next action window. Let's ignore this for a while because we just want to send the data to this particular person. Okay, the confirmation message will be sent to one person. That is why we are just going to ignore this field. This is field for sending to a particular group. So we are just going to ignore this. So with regards to the phone number, you click here and this is the phone number. Okay, so basically we have to map this particular detail here, and this is how you do it. You click here, and you just click on the data. Okay, and the message would be something like hello, very formal message, hello, and let's map the name. Okay, thanks for purchasing. Okay, so let's enter the product, Nancy Drew book. Okay, I think that's sufficient. Hello, Rina Manuel, thanks for purchasing Nancy Drew ebook. Okay, and let me just click on save and send test request. Okay, so this is the message that has been given to Rina Manuel. Let me just straight away show you the message. Okay, so basically this is the screenshot of the message. Okay. Okay, so we have deal with the first stage of integration. Now what we are going to do here is we are going to send this message to my group. So this is the sales group that I want to send this message, because they should be knowing that there has been a sale. Okay, they should also feel happy. Okay, so what we are going to do here is, once again, we are going to introduce Chat API. Okay, so in the choose app, let's make it as Chat API. Now basically in the first stage, we actually want to receive the information related to a particular group. Now this is the name of the group. Remember this, sales team. Okay, and in the action event we have to make sure that we know the details of this particular group. Okay, then only we can send the data. So what we're going to do here is we are just going to click on send contact/group. Okay, so this is the action event. Let me just click on connect. Now we don't have to fill the API URL and the token again and again. All you have to do is just click on choose existing connection, and this is the recently added connection, so that is hashtag 123, and let me just click on save. Just follow my step. So basically the gist is we are just trying to send the data to this particular group. Okay, so now what we're going to do here is all you have to do is just click on save and send test request. Okay, so now as you can see, it is showing some kind of ID. Okay, so we have one ID, okay, then we have another ID, okay, then we have more IDs. Okay, so basically these are all the IDs of the contacts or the groups that is present in my WhatsApp profile. Now out of these, I just want the data or the ID of this particular group, sales team. So this is how you get it. You just press Control and F5, Control and F, okay. So basically we are just searching for sales. Yeah, so this is the ID for sales team. Okay, I repeat this again. This is the ID for sales team. Okay, now this is how you send the message to this particular sales team. You just click on this plus button once again, and once again we are going to introduce Chat API. Chat API it is. And in the action event, how about we make it a send message? Click on connect. Okay, we are not going to enter API URL or token. Let me just click on choose existing application. I think it was hashtag 123. Yeah. Okay. And this time we are just going to basically send the message. Let me just remove this. Okay, so we have to mention the contact/group. Now remember this, the last time, okay, in the previous time, okay, when we were sending the message to a particular person, we had ignored this. Okay, this time we are going to ignore this field. Okay, we are going to ignore the phone number field. So in the contact/group, so this is the ID that you want. You basically just copy this. Remember this is the team that we want to send, that is sales team. This is the group, and above it you will find the ID. So this is the ID that you want to map. So you just copy this and you just paste it here. Okay, so we have mapped it. Now we are just going to ignore this field, and the message will be new sale of ebook. Okay, and customer name. This is going to take a while. Customer name, in case if you want to forward it. So the customer name I think is Reena Manuel. Okay, customer status. So customer status, I think she was a new customer. Okay, and customer email, where I think we will be sending the PDF. So this is the customer email. Customer phone number. Okay, so this is customer's phone number. Customer's purchase. Okay, I think she purchased only one book, that is Nancy Drew. Okay, so new sale of ebook. This is the details of the sale that has happened. So all you have to do at this point is just click on save and send test request to send this message to the sales team. So let me do that. Okay, so as you can see, the message has been sent. Okay, so let me just straight away show you the message. Okay, so basically this is the message. Okay, new sale of ebook, customer name Reena Manuel. This is the customer status, this is the email, this is the phone number, and this is the customer purchase. Excellent. So the presence of this message shows that we have successfully integrated Google Forms and WhatsApp with help of Pabbly Connect. Now before you leave, let me just explain you the whole mechanism in a nutshell. So let me just minimize all of my windows one by one. So this is the minimize. So I have minimized this. Okay, let me just minimize this. So we have minimized all of the windows, the trigger window as well as the action window. So basically this is the whole mechanism. So first you integrated Google Forms to Pabbly Connect, and then you have basically collected the data from Google Forms into Google Sheets and into Pabbly Connect. And after that you have introduced Chat API to send the WhatsApp message to the customer. So basically this was the confirmation message. And after that you have generated the customer, or I mean the sales ID, basically the group ID, and you input this group ID into this particular action window to send the message to this particular group. So now there's a perfect flow of data between Google Forms and WhatsApp. Excellent. Now, in case if you like this video, please share, comment, and subscribe. Furthermore, if you have any queries, please visit our website www.pabbly.com. It's awesome.